there. Very good evening and welcome to your Primetime News Bulletin. I'm Shane Silva.
And I'm Arundhati Mudanayaka. First, a look at the stories making headlines tonight.
DMK withdraws its support from the UPA coalition. Ministry of External Affairs requests the central government of India to provide security to Sri Lankans in Tamil Nadu. Amendments on 4 bills taken up for debate in Parliament. And Sri Lanka wins the 2-match test series against Bangladesh.
And now for the stories in detail. M. Karunanidhi's DMK party has withdrawn its support to the United Progressive Alliance government of India and pulled out its 5 central ministers over the issues surrounding alleged human rights violations in Sri Lanka. However, the government led by the Congress party claims that there is no threat to the stability of the central government.
The issues raised by the DMK haven't been addressed by the Congress. Hence, this is a government that doesn't benefit the Tamils in any way. And even after this, if we continue to extend our support to the government, it is a shame to Tamil Nadu and it is distress to the state. Thus, the DMK has decided and we are announcing immediate withdrawal from the central government and the United Progressive Alliance. India, despite being the biggest democratic country, hasn't addressed the issues raised by the DMK and they have chosen to ignore the problems of the Tamils. These are completely anti-democratic acts by them. I totally condemn it.
Meanwhile, a journalist inquired whether the DMK would reconsider their decision.
There is still time, but a decision should be taken before the 21st. If a proposal is forwarded which is similar to ours, then we are ready to reconsider our decision.
We have just heard that the DMK has decided to pull out its ministers and withdraw support to the UPA. We take note of that, but let me assure everyone that the stability of the government and the continuance of the government are not an issue. The government is absolutely stable and enjoys the majority in the Lok Sabha.
Oh, I'm not surprised. This is all drama. What is the meaning of withdrawing your ministers and supporting them? If they are serious, they should write to the president that we have withdrawn support. This will tomorrow, after 1 month, they will come back. New circumstance, communalism ko fight karna hai, desh khatra mein hai. These are useless symbols. I think Karunanidhi is scared of Jayalalitha and therefore he doesn't want to be left behind. That's why he has done this.
Government of India should condemn the genocide, war crimes and human rights violations. Government of India will have to join other nations in demanding an impartial international inquiry. Then Government of India should not hesitate to vote against Sri Lanka.
See, the demand made by the party in to the Government of India is that the US resolution proposed in the UNHRC should be more stringent and strengthened. So India should intervene and see that the resolution is strengthened. But we understand that the resolution is further diluted. So we think that now the UNHRC resolution has become irrelevant, and we want the Government of India to intervene and see that Tamils are protected in the island.
It's all work in progress till such time as things get into a final position. It's difficult to give a response. Of course, we are in the process of looking at what proposals are coming from different sources and also by the movers of the resolution. But we'll take...
Meanwhile, Indian media reports that Congress President Sonia Gandhi will stand strongly for the human rights of people of Sri Lanka. Speaking to Congress, Sonia Gandhi had said that they are fully committed to the cause of Lankan Tamils and an impartial inquiry should be conducted into the allegations of atrocities against them. The Congress-led UPA's southern ally DMK had made it clear that it wants the centre to not just vote against Sri Lanka when the US-sponsored resolution comes up at the UNHRC in Geneva, but also introduce amendments terming what happened during the last stages of the conflict.
In the meantime, the chief prelates of the Malwatu and Askiri chapters have expressed their dismay over the failure of the Indian government to protect Sri Lankans who are being targeted by Indian nationals. In a letter to the Indian High Commissioner in Colombo, chief prelate of the Malwatu chapter, the Most Venerable Tibbatuave Sri Sumangala Thero, and the chief prelate of the Askiri chapter, the Most Venerable Udugama Sri Buddharakita Thera, note that the Mahasangha and the public have focused their attention over the attacks that have targeted the Sri Lankan clergy in Tamil Nadu.
The chief prelates note that the Indian government has failed to protect Sri Lankans who are being subjected to barbaric attacks on a daily basis. The letter further notes that information has come to light that such attacks are being carried out by LTTE supporters with the blessings of the Tamil Nadu government. The chief prelates also state that the Sri Lankan government has a legal responsibility to eradicate terrorism and provide security for its citizens. They reiterate that such actions in Tamil Nadu should not hinder the long-standing relationship between India and Sri Lanka. The chief prelates of the Malwatu and Askiri chapters also state that they hope that the Indian government would intervene immediately to protect the Sri Lankan clergy and its citizens living in India.
The Ministry of External Affairs has requested the Indian government as well as the Tamil Nadu state government to ensure the protection of Sri Lankan citizens in Tamil Nadu. Secretary to the Ministry of External Affairs, Karunathilaka Ammanugama, stated that this request was forwarded to India after taking into account the prevailing situation in Chennai.
The Sinhala Ravi organization held a protest march in Colombo today against attacks carried out on two Buddhist monks at two separate locations in Tamil Nadu and the problems that Sri Lankan pilgrims have to encounter when in India. The protesters who marched up to the Indian High Commissioner's office were obstructed by the police at several locations. The monks of the Sinhala Ravi organization requested that 10 monks be allowed to meet with the Indian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka. Subsequently, the group of representatives met with the High Commissioner.
The Indian government noted that steps have been taken to arrest everyone connected to the assault on the monks, be it members of the LTTE or other individuals. We handed over some information as well as a letter to the High Commissioner, and he promised to provide the Sinhala Ravi organization with a response at diplomatic level tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the National Sangha Sammelana also expressed these views in this regard during a media briefing held today.
For over 2,500, the Sinhala Buddhist monks safeguarded Buddhism. If monks are attacked in Chennai, Tamil Nadu and pilgrims are assaulted in Damadiva, we cannot condone it. We call on the central government to protect the Sri Lankan monks and pilgrims who visit India.
Meanwhile, the female monks of the Atkandura, Nabaratna, Mehendi Ashrama also engaged in a protest condemning the attacks on two Buddhist monks in Tamil Nadu.
United National Party parliamentarian Ravi Karunanayake raised a question in Parliament today regarding the steps taken by the government regarding the attacks on Buddhist monks in Tamil Nadu. The parliamentarian raised this issue as a supplementary question raised by parliamentarian Dayasri Jayasekara to the Minister of External Affairs.
Two Buddhist monks from our country are facing problems in India. Why is the government remaining silent over this? Why are you not talking about what is happening to Buddhist monks? This morning I instructed a High Commissioner in India to express the government's dismay over the incident.
Meanwhile, views were also expressed in this regard at the media briefing convened today by the United National Party.
Immediate discussions should take place with the state government of Tamil Nadu and the government of India to reach a solution. The Indian High Commissioner should discuss this with the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, J. Jayalalitha, and should provide the required security. Behaving in such a barbaric manner does not suit a country like India.
ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉන්න ಭಾರತ රටටත් කිසිම විදියකට ගැළපෙන දෙයක් නෙවෙයි කියන එකත් අපි මේ අවස්ථාවේ කියා සිටින්න ඕනේ.
Issuing a statement on the recent incidents involving attacks on Sri Lankans in Tamil Nadu, the Indian government notes that they have taken and will continue to take measures to ensure the safety of Sri Lankan visitors to India. According to the release issued by the Indian High Commission in Sri Lanka, the Indian government, in consultation with the concerned state governments, including Tamil Nadu, will continue to take steps to ensure the security and well-being of Sri Lankan visitors. The release also notes that the state government of Tamil Nadu has taken immediate steps to identify and prosecute the miscreants involved in the recent incidents. The release further notes that these isolated incidents do not reflect the strong people-to-people ties between the two countries.
The Sri Lankan Airlines said that it has decided to reduce the frequency of flights to Chennai from 28 to 14 per week, effective from the 21st of March due to a drop in traffic between Chennai and Colombo after recent developments in Tamil Nadu. Now, issuing a statement, Sri Lankan Airlines said that the revised schedule involves 2 daily flights departing from Colombo in the morning and evening. According to the airlines, flights to other destinations will operate uninterrupted. Up next is the newspaper cartoon of the day.
Sri Lanka's World Cup winning former cricket captain Arjuna Ranatunga says that a group of actors are contesting the upcoming cricket elections. He made this statement during last night's Inside Sports program aired on our sister channel Sirsa TV when a viewer raised a question regarding the difference between the cricket board's former officials and the current contestants.
Mr. Gamini Dissanayake was instrumental in uplifting cricket in the country. We agree with that. However, it was Mr. Raja Mahendran who played a vital role to uplift the game. He provided jobs to cricketers and ensured that Sri Lanka obtained the ICC membership. I respect him a lot even today as a cricketer. However, no one speaks of such characters today. Cricket has now transformed into politics.
Mr. Raja Mahendran spent a lot of money to bring Test cricket to its current status and to obtain votes from ICC. The cricket board did not have that kind of money at that time. He did not do all this to gain anything in return. He just wanted to ensure that the job is done. Those days, we didn't even see a photograph of Mr. Raja Mahendran on papers. However, today everyone comes to the board clad in ties and coats with the objective of making a name. In 1982, no one wanted to be the vice president of the board. However, Mr. Gamini Dissanayake forced Mr. Raja Mahendran to take up the position because he knew that Mr. Raja Mahendran could spend money. It was Mr. Raja Mahendran who spent the money on us and looked after us. When we toured England, he looked after us. There are individuals of that caliber in this country. Individuals like that do not want to come forward. Now look at the cricket elections. All the actors have come to the fray.
කොණ්ඩ සුදු වෙලා මහත් වෙලා තියෙනවා.